Greg St. Clair writes, if they made the Hulk smarter, would it be easier to make Hulk films?
Yes, but I think it's a double-edged sword. I really love the Hulk they've got going right now in the cinematic universe, the way he is. And I think because he is the way he is, it makes what he does that much more impactful, I think. Like that moment, no, I'm not going to go into spoilers, but let's just say that it's because he is the way he is, when he does certain things on screen, it has more impact and more value, I think. And also, look, a lot of people, including me, have been calling to the high heavens for give us a standalone Hulk film. But I think Marvel has been so smart to not listen to the fans in that regard, because you know what? The way they use him, I think right now, is probably the most effective way you can possibly use him. I think the way they use him right now in the Marvel Cinematic Universe has been fantastic. He does present a problem as a standalone film. He really does, because who's going to fight the Hulk? Unless you bring back the Abomination, I mean, really, who's going to fight the Hulk? So the way they're using him right now, I think has been great. And so you could say, make him smarter, make him like Gray Hulk, right? Like what was his nickname?
Mr. Fix-It?
Mr. Fix-It, when he's like the Las Vegas mobster dude. He had the suit on, everything. Yeah, you could do something like that. But I think that actually ultimately takes away a lot from this Hulk that they've given us so far. And so, and that's just my personal opinion. These guys may totally disagree with me. So that's why I don't think they do it. Schnepp, how would you handle it?
Yeah, there was a long run that Peter David did where the Hulk was like not just the Mr. Fix-It, but just an intelligent Hulk where he could just have complete conversations, but he was like a giant green dude. And I found myself, even though it was really well written, I didn't like those Hulks. I still like not the Bill Bixby Hulk where the Hulk is just like, and it's a story of the week where it's like, nah, 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 and he's walking away after he smashes somebody's general store and somebody's like, the Hulk is here. And then that guy's chasing after him. That was like a every week type thing. And he still never fought another monster. I think he fought a bear in one of them. Anyway,
how sad is that piano music, by the way?
I know, it is really sad. I think they brought that back in one of the Edward Norton Hulk. But anyway, if they made a Hulk movie, I would love for them to continue with the Mark Ruffalo Hulk. I would love for them to continue on with Bruce Banner, and perhaps, like, I know they had it in the second Hulk. They had the Abomination. They also started to say the leader was, possibly going to be grown from some of the same blood serum. I think that's where a Hulk movie should go, is more Hulks. You should have the Red Hulk, the Blue Hulk, a bunch of Hulks. I mean, I think that, and Banner trying to, as when he turns into the Hulk, try to get some of his intellect into the Hulk. I think that would be how you would begin the standalone Hulk movies. Experimentation with Stark, trying to figure out a way is like, when I turn into this rage monster, can I keep part of my brain a little more? They're already using Black Widow to do certain things.
Yeah.
And, so they're trying to come up with ways to get that going. But I think that's the only way you would make an actual 2-hour movie. You have to have the Hulk have some level of sentience other than just Hulk smash.
Well, and I think they've been doing that in movies too. There is more of a connection now between, Banner and Hulk. You can see that in the films. But I'll to contradict what I said earlier, the one way you could make it work where you have more of Banner's intelligence in the Hulk and stuff like that is if you go World War Hulk and Planet Hulk. I don't think Marvel's going to do it, but if they did, that's a way it could work. Anyway, what do you think?
Well, I was going to say Planet Hulk as well, but the other thing is what they were doing so far in every movie, especially Ultron, was the evolution of Hulk. You do see him start to realize things, and he's able to process, except for parts that he can't. But he's processing more. And Banner is a scientist, is trying to find a way to make that work. So I don't want to see him, because I already have Beast in X-Men. I don't need to see
intelligent.
I don't need to see that. I don't really want to see that.
Plus, it's boring. Yeah,
it's boring. I want to see him smashing stuff, doing this where he loses control sometimes. He's a rage monster. But I think the thing is that Marvel has been so scared with the Hulk movies is because the Ang Lee Hulk we know was atrocious. And then I actually really liked the Edward Norton Hulk a lot. But it didn't do great. But it also, to be fair to that movie, it wasn't in the boom. It was just getting started, the Marvel boom.
Yes. Right.
So they haven't had a chance to put it out there during this boom. And now that he is one of these main characters in the Avengers, I'd like to see what happens. And maybe if you put him in Planet Hulk, because you can do that. It's not as outrageous anymore. If you would have done it like 3-4 years ago, why is he going to space? Well, the Guardians are out in space. Right. So maybe there could be, I don't know. I think it could be pretty interesting.
I would like to see an element of Planet Hulk. I'm not the big lover on Planet Hulk. I think it's like that kind of battle world stuff gets really boring to me. So hopefully they're going to handle all that in Infinity Wars and make it exciting and not, I just don't feel like Planet Hulk could do as much as, say, having a Red Hulk introduced and having these kinds of multiple Hulks on Earth, that's frightening. That's more frightening than having some weird planet with a bunch of dumb aliens than having like 7 Hulks on Earth destroying stuff.
Okay, I will say this. I will say this. If you look, Marvel has already shown they're not tied to the comic book canon. They find narrative ways to work around things, pick up the pieces they like. You do that. This could work, I think. You find a reason, the death of Betty Ross. We talked about this on Mailbag the other day or something like that. You find a reason, the death of Betty Ross, and maybe Hulk holds the world government responsible. Maybe Bruce holds the Avengers responsible, whatever. You find a narrative way to bypass Planet Hulk, and you go straight to a World War Hulk, where now you're in a world where you have a Bruce Banner is in charge of Hulk, intelligent Hulk, who has just decided, I'm going to lay waste to everyone and everything. There's a movie. I mean, there's a movie you could have there where it's got to be like the whole Marvel Cinematic Universe against, Hulk, and Hulk is going to have some guys that come to his side for it.
Yeah.
So I mean, and in the graphic novels, those are other gladiators from Planet Hulk, but you find a way around that. Maybe he gets Abomination working for him now or something like that. Right. That could be frightening.
Or the leader.
Or the leader or something.